Hey everyone, King Cuber here, and today I have a review of the new Kwai Fang G Stickerless 5x5. Let's get into it. Okay, well, first things first, this is an awesome 5x5. Ever since I've gotten this 5x5 a while ago, I have not used any other 5x5 that I have because this is just so much superior to anything else that I have. I say this because one, the corner cutting is so good, and two, because of how smooth and how good it looks. Um, I love stickerless cubes, as you can tell by all the stickerless reviews that I've done on my channel so far. I'll do some different stuff eventually, but I just kind of want to compare this cube to another 5x5 that I have, which is the Shang Xiao. At first, I didn't really think that there was much different about these two puzzles, but there actually is quite a different feel. There's even a different sound, a different feel. This one weighs a little bit more than this one. There's a few things that are different, and I kind of want to show you that with the opening up of this cube right now. Here are these two puzzles taken apart side by side. On the left, we have the Shang Xiao. On the right, we have the Kwai, which is kind of obvious because I guess one's stickerless, and I didn't really think about that. But these puzzles are almost identical, and I can show you that these are like the centerpieces that would go right here in the puzzle. And if you look at them, once you focus it, these two pieces are identical, except one is just split into two halves and the other one is not. And this, you kind of see a theme going on with these. Again, these pieces are exactly the same, except one can split and the other one can't. And on this one, just like on the 4x4, if you watch that review, these have a little bit sharper edges on them than on the Shang Xiao. These pieces are exactly identical. I mean, you probably couldn't tell which one was which. And yeah, the thing about it is, though, the Kwai somehow turns better, and I don't know what it is. I don't know if it's the plastic. I don't know if I just lubed it better, which I don't think I did. I lubed them the exact same way. The only difference I see in these puzzles is that on the Shang Xiao, there's kind of like a double ring on the core, and on the stickerless, the Kwai, there is not. It's just a regular 5x5 core, and of course, the one of them has a black core, one of them has a white core, but I don't think that matters too much at all. And what I've noticed is that the stickerless puzzle, I don't know if it's just an illusion or if it actually is, but it turns more smooth and it's not as crunchy as the Shang Xiao is. It could be because of a better plastic, or I don't know. But I prefer the feel of the stickerless one over the Shang Xiao. And I'll show you a few of the turning things that I prefer over the Shang Xiao right now. Here's the last comparison that I'll show you, and then I'll kind of get into some of the details that I like about this Kwai. The last thing that I've noticed is that I was saying how one turns much more smooth than the other one. And I don't know if it's just the version of the Shang Xiao that I have or what, but like when you use these center pieces, they're not as smooth as when you use these. And I've noticed that that can make for a faster solve. The corner cutting on this is better. It feels better to solve in your hand. This one catches way more than I would like, and I don't know if I should just take it apart and try to re-lube it or what, but I think that this is a superior cube, and I'm going to show you why in a sec. Let's just get rid of that one. And first off, I think that this one is a faster puzzle. You can see how quick these turn, and it doesn't overshoot very much like on the other one. The second layer is just as smooth, if not more smooth, than the top layer. Only thing is you can't turn one without the other one moving. You have to kind of hold it into place when you turn it, or else you'll get out of alignment. But that's not that big a deal for me. These layers right here, these slices, when you turn them by themselves, they almost never catch, and the middle never catches as well. I also like the colors of this puzzle. They are the same shades as the 4x4, which I said I do not like this green and blue because the contrast just isn't there. But the orange and red I like, and white and yellow. I mean, you can almost never go wrong with that. I also like. I don't like that. It just popped, which I was gonna get to in a little while, but I can show you that these pieces always pop, and I'll show you how to put it back in once I find where that piece flew to. Sorry, I wasn't expecting that to happen, but it kind of glad it did, because it gives me a chance to show you the one thing I don't like about this puzzle. That is that these pieces always seem to pop out, and it's not that hard to put them back in. I mean, you can just kind of pop them back in like that, but they do have a tendency to pop, and that's when you use this middle layer. They either pop or it catches like that. So you can't be too rough with this second layer on this puzzle, because these pieces, for some reason, they like to pop out. And that was kind of a rare one, but I'm glad I'm catching this on camera. It's these pieces right here that, for some reason, if you're too rough with it, or you're trying to move, you're not being real accurate with your turning. Like if you try to cut too far, it'll pop out. And I do like my tensions a little bit looser, so that is one of the reasons. But I have noticed that on this puzzle, that can be an issue, and it's not like a bad issue. It only happens once every like 20-25 solves, but it does happen, and you can make it happen. But if you're just cautious of, this cube does pop, and you have to be a little bit more gentle with it. You can prevent that from happening. I also want to show you, when I was looking for my piece for about a good 5 minutes, I kind of experimented with the Shang Shao, and I saw something that's kind of cool. If you put this piece in there and kind of close that back up, if I can get it, this puzzle works perfectly fine, and I just thought that was kind of cool. But yeah, that's my review, guys. I hope I wasn't rambling too much. Hope you go out and buy this cube. If you like stickerless puzzles, you can't use these for competition, but they are really fun to look at. If you like stickerless puzzles, you should go out and buy this cube. And I also want to show you one more thing. Well, one of the last things I want to show you was one of these cool Mega Minx patterns that I've been working on. This is just one of them, and I think this is pretty cool. And I want to show you guys how to do this. I kind of want to make a tutorial, but I know it's going to take a long time, and I don't know if anybody will be interested. So if any of you guys are interested in learning about how to make a pattern like this on the Mega Minx, just leave a comment. And if you want to see the review of the 4x4 Fang G Cube, just click on this puzzle. Well, for now, guys, I'm King Cuber, and I'm signing off. And I want to thank you for watching. Please comment, rate, and subscribe.